And so it begins.
Oh, for God's sake, Niall!
Hey guys, what's up, what's up? If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jasmine. Welcome. Really glad to see you, even though I can't really see you. This is my One Direction channel, Hey Angel, where I dedicate my life to keeping you guys updated and entertained when it comes to the boys of One Direction. That one boy band that used to exist that one time. Yeah. I also have a main channel though called Jasmine's Aid where I post regular people videos and vlogs. So go check that out when you're done with this video. I'm sure by now you guys are all familiar with the concept of the 1D rundown. I've been doing them for months now. Basically just a video where I run down everything that happened in a month. So today's video is going to be all the news and updates that y'all need from November. Trying to keep this intro short and sweet, so without further ado, here is everything that happened in November. So we're going to start this rundown off on November 3rd. On November 3rd, HSD, which we've talked about them before, Harrie's like main update account, they tweeted the link to the Do You Know Who You Are website. Now, if you know anything about this website, you know that whenever Harrie's about to do something or announce something, HSD always tweets the link to the Do You Know Who You Are website. It's kind of like a warning. So when they tweet the link, everyone rushes to go put their name in and see what kind of message comes up. On November 3rd, HSD tweeted the link, and if you go and put your name in, there was a bunch of messages being generated that said, you are patiently waiting for something to happen. Usually when you go on the Do You Know Who You Are website, there's a bunch of random ones that could be like song lyrics or positive affirmations, but on November 3rd, everyone was getting the exact same message every single time they put their name in. You were patiently waiting for something to happen. So everyone started freaking out, wondering what Harrie was gonna do, and it was a really crazy, hectic time. Also on November 3rd, we got pictures of Niall attending the EMAs. And he performed Nice to Meet Ya, which was just amazing. If you want to check out the full performance, I'll have it linked down in the description. Go check it out. You hear the way I just said description? I'll have it linked in the description. Okay, this next one is kind of like random, but it was a big thing at the time, so I'm going to put it in here. Also on November 3rd, the night of November 3rd, there was a video that Larrie, Louis' sister, if you don't know, which I'm sure you know, she posted a video on her Instagram story of her and her family at their house in Doncaster watching fireworks. And a bunch of people started freaking out because in the background they swear that you can hear Harrie's voice. So that was like the buzz of the night on November 3rd. Everybody was really freaking out and having a meltdown, thinking that you could hear Harrie's voice in the background of Lottie's story, meaning that Harrie was at the Tomlinson house watching fireworks with them. I think it kind of sounds like Harrie if I listen to it over and over again, but at the same time, sometimes your mind does play tricks on you and you hear what you want to hear, so maybe it really isn't his voice and people are just hearing it because they want it to be Harrie. I honestly don't know how I feel about it anymore. You can listen to it for yourself. I'll have a link to the tweet down below so you can go and replay it and replay it and replay it over and over and decide what you hear. The following day on November 4th, Harrie announces his second album, his sophomore album, if you want to be fancy, called Fine Line, which I'm sure you know. November 4th is when he announced it and dropped the cover art, and he also announced that it would be available for pre-order the following day on the 5th. So a lot of people were connecting the Do You Know Who You Are website saying you're patiently waiting for something to happen to him announcing the album. I'm pretty sure that's what that message was for since he announced the album a few days later. So then the following day on November 5th, Harrie's pre-sale does happen, and also his merch store completely wipes out all of his old merch, like all the old Treat People with Kindness hoodies and the long sleeve shirts that say like Harrie in the corner. They're all gone from his store. Everybody was really sad about that. But then in their places, there was a bunch of like Fine Line t-shirts and like a vinyl that you could buy. And there was a message displayed on his website that if you pre-ordered the album, you would get a pre-sale code for his upcoming show that he's doing at the Forum in California. That was also announced on the 5th that he's doing a like album release performance type of thing at the Forum in California for one night only. And that created a lot of panic and a lot of buzz because at this point Harrie hadn't announced a tour yet, so everybody really wanted to be there at the Forum when he debuted his album. And it was only $25 to get into the show, which is incredibly good for a Harrie Styles show. So also on November 5th, Zayn announced his upcoming single called Flames. A lot of people were really excited about that because we hadn't gotten any word from Zayn since he did like Trampoline last month and all that stuff. So it was very exciting that Zayn announced Flames. Then the following day on November 6th, Louis' Wired autocomplete interview dropped, which was really exciting because a lot of people really like those autocomplete interviews. It's like the answers the internet's most searched questions. They have like the board and they rip the paper off and read all the questions. Yeah, we got one from Liam and one from Niall, so it was really exciting to see Louis do it because those are always really fun interviews. So if you didn't see that interview, you should go check it out. Lots of really good information in there from Louis, very cute. I'll have it linked in the description. If you missed it, go check it out, go watch it while you eat your lunch. I don't know. On November 7th, this is really interesting, really weird, I don't know, but all of a sudden a still from Harrie's unreleased 2 Ghost music videos appeared on the internet. I didn't know there was a 2 Ghost music video, and people started realizing that like on tour when Harrie was singing 2 Ghosts, the visuals on the stage like behind him were actually visuals from his music video. Nobody ever put 2 and 2 together and realized that that was literally the 2 Ghost music video playing just right there while he was performing. So we found out all that information and got stills from the music video. Where did my drink go? On November 8th, Harrie's Forum show tickets went on sale and sold out in minutes. Completely sold out within minutes of going on sale. The venue is like a 17K capacity, I think, and it just wiped out. And a lot of people were really pissed off because a lot of scalpers took tickets and then resold them on resale sites for thousands of dollars. These seats were being sold for up to like $10,000 when they were originally on sale for $25,000. So yeah, a lot of people were really pissed off. I tweeted about it. I was really pissed off too, even though I wasn't even trying to go to the show. It was really ridiculous. On November 10th, a new song by Louis called Only the Brave is registered on ASCAP. I don't know how to pronounce it. I always want to say the ASPCA, but that's not right. That's like the animal. And then I also want to say ASCAP. Is that what I'm gonna start calling it ASCAP. But yeah, there's a song called Only the Brave that's registered under Louis' name on ASCAP. So a lot of people think maybe that could be one of the songs on his album. On November 10th, there's footage that comes out of Harrie being featured in Kacey Musgraves' tour documentary. In last month's rundown, I kind of talked about how Harrie showed up at Kacey's show as a surprise and sang Space Cowboy with her at the closing of the show. So then Kacey had this tour documentary that she did, and there's a little part in there where Harrie was there, and it was really cool.
Oh, Kacey's documentary.
Harrie's back, everybody!
Thank you. That's all. How much do we love Kacey Musgraves? Yeah!
On November 11th, Louis releases his We Made It lyric video. He had already released the song in the music video, so then on the 11th, we got the lyric video.
What are you doing? What was that for? Get back to the rundown.
On November 12th, once again, HS Daily tweets the Do You Know Who You Are website. Again. A fucking again. But this time, the messages being displayed on the website were a bunch of ones that were saying like, Jasmine, you are invited. Jasmine, you are front row. You're busy on December 12th. Just stuff like that. So a lot of people were theorizing that Harrie was going to announce his tour on December 12th, which he didn't because December 12th hasn't happened yet, and he did announce his tour before then. So I don't know what he's doing on December 12th. On November 13th, Niall and Louis both performed at the Telehits Award show in Mexico. Louis performed first, and then Niall was the closer of the show. And that was a really good day for us because we got a Nui reunion. They were both at the show together and like spent time backstage together and stuff, so that's really amazing. Louis stayed and watched Niall's set. He was in the audience, so that was really cool. And I actually watched both performances that day. I watched live streams of them, and Louis and Niall both did spectacular. Also on November 13th, Harrie announces his tour. He called the Love On Tour. Harry Styles' Love On Tour. I just think that's the cutest thing. I remember waking up and seeing the announcement, and I was like, I got my tickets for Love On Tour. It was a very stressful time. In case you're curious, I had like 5 million anxiety attacks waiting for the sales to happen because I bought a lot of tickets. So for Harrie shows, I will be at I will be at MSG, Madison Square Garden in New York for all 3 nights. I will also be in San Diego, and I will be in St. Louis. By the way, before I continue with this rundown, I just want to let you guys know that I am going to be vlogging all of the shows I go to. Next week, as I film this, next week on Thursday, December 5th, I'm taking a plane to California so I can go and see Louis, and me and a bunch of my friends are gonna try and meet him. So I'm gonna vlog that entire experience. It's gonna be insane. And I'm also gonna vlog when I go see Louis this summer. I'm going to multiple shows, and I'm gonna vlog when I go see Harrie on tour to his shows. So if you want to see all that stuff, please be sure to subscribe to my main channel. I'm just reminding you that I have a lot of One Direction related videos that are not going to be on this channel. You're going to be sitting there waiting for them. Like, oh, I wonder when Hey Angel is going to post her vlog of meeting Louis. It's not going to be on Hey Angel. It's going to be on Jasmine Zaid. So please make sure you go subscribe there. Also, another thing, when Harrie's album comes out and when Louis' album comes out, both of them, I will be doing my reactions on Jasmine Zaid. So make sure you go subscribe there so you don't sit and wonder, hey, I wonder when Hey Angel's gonna react to Fine Line. Hey Angel's not gonna react to Fine Line. Jasmine Zaid's gonna react to Fine Line. I just wanted to make sure I put that disclaimer in here because I really don't want you guys to miss all that content. Okay, I just had to put that in. I know that took up so much time, but now we can move on with the rundown. On November 15th, Louis performed his single We Made It at the BBC's Children in Need charity event. Also on November 15, tickets for Liam's show go on sale. He announced previously that he was going to be doing a show in London on December 10th to celebrate his new album, his debut solo album, LP1. So on the 15th, tickets for that show in London went on sale. On November 16th, Harrie hosted SNL and performed. He did his double duty. I was freaking out because of the spoilers, and then I was freaking out because the show was starting, and then I was freaking out because Harrie dropped watermelon sugar as soon as SNL started. This fucker dropped watermelon sugar, so that was stressful. But then the show was really good. He was really funny. I loved his opening monologue. I loved the Sarah Lee skit. It was one of my favorites. Funeral DJs is also another one of my favorites. It was just amazing, and his performances were really good. He killed Lights Up. The acoustic version was so good, and then he performed Watermelon Sugar at the end. I didn't watch the live performance of Watermelon Sugar because I was filming a reaction. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can go check it out. If you haven't seen the SNL skits, like I said, you can go check out my reaction. I have them linked under that video, or you can just go search for them on YouTube. They're all there. He also did a skit, the Jason skit. It was like cut from the show, but it's also a really good one that didn't make the show, but it's really funny. I loved it. And yes, I've had sex and it feels great. A girl's body, the butt, the shape, it's amazing. A ride like no other. Oh, I love it. I love it. He did amazing. On November 17th, Louis and Liam both performed at Hits Live in Manchester. A little bit of Lilo going on. We always get Lilo. They usually perform at the same events all the time, so that's not really a big surprise, but they both did a great job. On November 19th, Harrie drops the track list for Fine Line, and we get to see all the names of his songs. Let me see if I can try to name them all just off the top of my head. Not in order. I can't do it in order, but I might be able to remember them all. There's obviously Lights Up and Watermelon Sugar. We also have Adore You, Canyon Moon, Golden, Treat People with Kindness, She, Cherry, Falling, To Be So Lonely, Sunflower Volume 6, and Fine Line. On November 20th, it's announced by Saturday Night Live that Niall is going to be on SNL on December 14th. I'm so excited because I had so much fun when Harrie was on SNL, so I'm so excited that Niall gets to do it too. Like, he is so deserving of being on Saturday Night Live, and I'm really, really glad that he's getting his chance. He's the musical guest, so I'm not sure if he's going to be in a skit. I really hope he's going to be in at least one, but we're going to get some really cute content of Niall because you know how SNL likes to do the promo videos, so Niall will have something like real scripted to say for the promo, and I'm just... I love Niall so much that my heart could split open and burst like a fucking firework. Also on November 20th, there was a bunch of videos going around the internet of Harrie filming something with James Corden. This is a really weird day. There was a bunch of clips of him doing what looks like a crosswalk concert. Because, you know, on James Corden, on the Late Late Show, they have this segment called the Crosswalk Musical, which is where they all get dressed up like a certain musical and they literally go in the middle of traffic in LA at the crosswalk and they stand in the crosswalk and perform. So there's a bunch of videos of Harrie performing his songs. So I'm assuming it's going to be called a crosswalk concert because it's not a musical. We don't know when the episode is going to air with Harrie's crosswalk stuff in it, but hopefully we'll get that sometime soon in December for his album promo, probably. I assume Harrie's gonna go on the show too to promo his album. On November 21st, Harrie's episode of Later with Jules Holland airs. I said in the rundown last month that he filmed it, but we didn't get it until this month. He did a performance of Lights Up and then did a short little interview, and then it was over. And then the following day he performed Watermelon Sugar. If you didn't see those performances, I'll have them linked down below. You should go check them out because I think they were the best that Harrie's ever sang those songs live from what I've heard so far. On November 22nd, Harrie's interview with Zane Lau or Zane Lowe, I'm not sure how I pronounce it, but that interview aired on Apple Music. It was live on the 22nd. Such a good interview. Oh my god, it was so amazing. It was like a 45-minute long interview that he did just like in front of the ocean in his house with Zayn, just chilling like at a table. If you haven't seen that, once again, will be linked down below. Everything you need is going to be in the description. I'll have it down there for you. On November 23rd, Louis' new single, Don't Let It Break Your Heart, drops. And he also dropped the lyric video on the same day. And then a few hours after it dropped, he performed it on the X Factor Celebrity as a special guest. I was so excited to get a studio version of Don't Let It Break Your Heart. That and Defenseless were my two favorite songs that he performed at the Coke Festival. So it was so exciting that I finally got to hear it in the studio. It was amazing. Also, while we're on the subject of Don't Let It Break Your Heart, I do want to extend my sincerest apology for not uploading a reaction video. When Don't Let It Break Your Heart dropped, I had the worst stomach virus of my life. I know, too much information, but I was literally half dead and was not sleeping and was miserable. So I couldn't film a reaction to the studio version of Don't Let It Break Your Heart because I was on my deathbed. So I decided to just listen to it on my deathbed without filming it, and I'm very sorry. On November 24th, this whole Erota stuff started happening. Erota was kind of already a conspiracy theory before November 24th, but November 24th marks the day that the Harrie fandom got a hold of the conspiracy and started connecting it to Harrie. I have a whole video explaining Erota, what it is and what happened and why people think it's related to Harrie. The last video I uploaded before this one, so if you haven't seen that and you're curious, go check it out. If you want to know all about Erota, it's actually really interesting, really bizarre, so if you haven't heard of it, I would go check it out and do some research because the whole Erota thing is becoming like this huge phenomenon that nobody knows what to say about. On November 25th, Niall hosted a listening party on Spotify to promote his single Nice to Meet Ya. It was really cute. A lot of fans got to ask him questions and hear him answer questions, all while streaming Nice to Meet Ya to kind of get it some more promo. So that was a really awesome day. Once again, I will say this a million times, I love Niall Horan so much. I would die for him. I would do anything for him. So if you're not streaming Nice to Meet Ya, please stream it. I'm gonna start telling everyone that Niall's my boyfriend because it's what I deserve. Niall Horan is my boyfriend. On November 26th, the first of Harrie's listening parties that he is hosting occurred. In Germany was the first one, I'm pretty sure, and he actually went to the listening party and surprised fans. He didn't play his whole album. I think he only played a few songs off the album. I don't remember which ones he played, but he played them some of the songs, and that was really cool that he took the time to fly out to Germany and be there with his fans while they listened to this album. Also, fans had to sign non-disclosure agreements, which I think is a really good idea, but I was not expecting it. Then the following day on November 27th, Harrie attended another listening party in Paris, and we got some more pictures of him there listening to his album with the fans. On November 28th, Louis posted an Instagram story of like a video of himself with the big letters on the front that say 4 days and Don't Let It Break Your Heart is playing in the background. So fans assume that it's a countdown to the Don't Let It Break Your Heart music video. On November 29th, Liam drops his music video for the song All I Want for Christmas. It's a really nice music video. I actually just watched it a few minutes ago for the first time. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is socially acceptable to be in the Christmas spirit now. So go check out Liam's music video and add it to your Christmas playlist and all that. Also on November 29th, all of a sudden out of nowhere, there's an advert that plays in a movie theater featuring Harrie in it.
To ignore it, hoping it would go away, and eventually so did the boy.
Now this is really weird because there's nothing on the ad that specifies what it is. There's no words or nothing that explains what the ad is for. It's just Harrie doing weird things. And a lot of people were noting that Harrie's wearing the same outfit that he was seen in behind the scenes of one of his unreleased music videos, so it's being directly related to Erota. A lot of people seem to think that this is for some sort of music video or short film that's going to relate to the whole Erota conspiracy theory. Hello, of course, as I sit here and get ready to upload the rundown, more stuff comes out about Erota, so I'm gonna include it here real quick because it did happen in November, so it should be part of the rundown. Basically, a few hours ago, HS Daily tweeted a video that was another Erota ad, like a new ad, basically confirming that Erota is related to Harrie. So all along, we all thought it was this crazy conspiracy theory that might not be related to Harrie, but now it's 100% confirmed that Harrie created this fake island to promote whatever it is he's doing. And then a bunch of posters began showing up in New York City featuring Harrie on them, with the bottom that says, "Adore You, out December 6th, and it has his little logo at the bottom. So now we understand that Erota is Harrie's island, and he's dropping a single on December 6th, which is Adore You, but we still don't know what's up with like the short film adverts and stuff, so maybe we'll see later. So that is everything that happened in November. Pretty chill month. We got some interesting stuff that did happen, like Harrie on SNL and the tour and all the Erota stuff. Really weird, but for the most part this month has been just really chill, really easy. So we'll see what happens in December. I feel like a lot of stuff is coming in December, so we will see. But that's what I have for November. So thank you guys for watching this video. As always, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below if you're not subscribed already. Please don't forget about all the content that I have coming to my main channel. My Louis vlogs, Harrie vlogs, and all my album reactions will be on Jasmine's Aid. So don't miss them. Go subscribe over there and be on the lookout. Also be sure to follow me on social media. Instagram and Twitter are both jszmarie. Links are both in the description if you want to go follow me there. Keep up with what I'm doing. I really like hearing video ideas from you guys on Twitter and stuff. Just hearing what you have to say means a lot to me. And I'm pretty sure that's all I have for you in this video, so I look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Going out